Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Film Box Podcast, the Christmassiest Christmas podcast in all of the Christmas movie podcasts. Yeah, I know. Don't look at me. It's fine. It worked. I am your host, Aaron Souza. I'm joined by Connor and Sam. The usual crew is here, and we're talking about Red One. The mega blockbuster, mega flop buster that is one of this year's Christmas movies. We're gonna talk about it. How you guys doing?
Great.
Tired.
Yeah. It's been a week. We are recording this to pull back the curtains a little bit. We're recording this on a Tuesday. For the week for the Saturday prior, and then we are recording another episode this week because people are on vacation.
It's the holidays.
It is going to, it's the holidays. But that won't stop our dedication to all three fans we have. Maybe it's fine.
All three of us.
Yeah, right.
The three of us and our significant others.
Yeah, well, no, M does not listen to this podcast.
Kayla doesn't either, so.
Yeah, no.
Aaron, I love you.
Speaking of significant others, though, there was some news that I am going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Sam?
Yes.
Why don't you tell us?
Why did you say that you were going to talk about it?
I thought you were like, I'm going to talk about it. Sam?
Yeah. Sam, talk about it.
I wanted to bring it up. No, our good friend Sam, our wonderful co-host who's been with us for probably 80 some odd episodes now, is the first of us to get engaged. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
Congratulations.
Yes, long time coming, but happy for that.
It happened.
For sure. Yes. Anyways, now that
enough of that.
All right. Enough of that.
We got Red One to talk about.
Yeah, right. We got to get this going. No, we got to talk about what we've been watching lately and what we're drinking today. Who wants to kick us off?
Sam.
Sam.
Let me just pull up. I was not ready for this, but I only think I only saw.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I only saw one movie since we recorded last.
All right.
And that would have been...
Hold for effect. Pause for effect.
Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim.
Nice.
I went to go see the new animated Lord of the Rings show. I liked it. Obviously, it doesn't hold up to the original trilogy, but I liked it. It was fun. It was good to see Middle Earth on the big screen again, especially in this kind of concept. A couple things I wish they expanded on. A couple different things I wish they took a route. But it was still good. Again, I might be a little biased because, Lord of the Rings is my favorite fantasy world thing. So,
Do you think I would like it?
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Lord of the Rings, but anime.
Yeah, but it's made by Warner Brothers Animation, so.
All right.
I mean, you know me. Obviously, I'll recommend you go see it, but it was good. It was good. And then I'm drinking some mug root beer. Please sponsor.
Ew, no. I hate root beer so much.
Listen,
so gross.
Sometimes you just get a craving, and I honestly, now that you bring it up, I would kill for a root beer.
Nah, dude, I have not once in my life craved root beer.
Root beer's good.
More for us.
Great. All right, well, I will go next. I have seen 5 movies since we last recorded, which is kind of impressive, seeing as how we recorded on, Wednesday, and then my parents were here until Monday. So I did not have a lot of time, but I was able to watch some movies. I watched Dune Part 2 again, because my parents had not seen it, and it was actually my mom's recommendation. She was like, "Why don't we watch Dune? I know we saw the first one, and we haven't seen the second one." So I was like, "Yeah, you
Absolutely.
got me." We're 100%.
Pull my
So
arm,
that is
why don't
now.
you?
I have, if I remember correctly, yeah. So I've seen it 5 times so far this year, which is a lot, but it's just as good every time. Then I watched, while at a Christmas party, I watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. And I realized I don't think I had really seen it all the way through.
Interesting.
And that's because it was always something that like you put on at a Christmas party and you catch bits and pieces of it and then that's it. And it's like, yeah, I've seen it. I saw 45 minutes of it in bits and pieces over the course of my life. But, yeah, so I saw that, watched The Holdovers, which is the second time this month that I watched it. But again, that was a movie that my parents had not seen, that Em wanted to watch with them, so we watched it. I love it. My dad was not as high on it. He said it was like, it's because it feels like he'd just seen it before kind of movie. I was like, all right, that's fair, but still great. Followed it up yesterday. I watched Here, which is the Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, Robert Zemeckis movie, filmed all in one spot, filmed from one perspective, and I didn't mind it, but I had a lot of issues with it too. It was like there was really great potential that was held back by some really stupid choices with the story. Because it shows like mostly this progression of time through this one family from the parents buying the home in the 40s, post World War II, and then raising their kids, and then the kids living in the house, and they, until they get really old. And I like it a lot. I like the concept, but between that story, they intercut it with like flashbacks to the colonial era or like prehistoric era, or cutting to modern day with a different family living in the home, and cutting to the time where the inventor of the Lazy Boy was living in the home. And it's like, I don't really care about those people at all. I'd rather just see the Tom Hanks and Robin Wright family, and that was it. So that was that. And then we watched Red One, and that was something. So there we go.
What you drinking?
Root beer?
I've got Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar.
I love you.
Do you would you crave a root beer right now or a Dr. Pepper right now?
Oh God, I would kill both of you for a Dr. Pepper right now. Oh man, I haven't had I'm fiending for a Dr. Pepper.
Go get a Dr. Pepper, dude.
Yeah, I'll just hang up and go get one right now.
Why not?
Yeah, we're not doing anything important.
Just kidding. No, not at all.
Yeah, there's a gas station probably like 5 minutes away from me. I mean, you guys can stall for time, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Especially you're the one bringing us through this movie, so.
Yeah, we'll just be sitting here like, yeah, well, the weather's really nice. It was nice today. No.
Hey, do you just want to watch Dune 2 again?
Yeah, I might as well just put on. All right, we're switching gears. It's a Dune 2 commentary now.
So, again, I wasn't able to watch a ton of movies this week. I'm on dad duties.
For your dog, let's clarify.
Dog. Yeah.
For your dog, what? You are not an actual dad.
Yeah, I'm not. But I have been so stressed. I've lost like 10 pounds trying to take care of this dog. And I'm not even joking.
That's hilarious.
I was like 230. I'm like 220 now.
That's so funny.
Just because like this dog will shit every second I'm not looking at him. He'll piss. I'll take him out for walks. He won't do anything. He won't eat. And I'm like, dude, please, you're breaking my heart. Just do something, please. But then he's like the most adorable dog ever. I would literally like go to war for him.
Yeah, and then he sits down and watches a movie with you.
He does. He'll watch Red One. When I leave for work, I put on Family Guy for him, and he like will just sit down and watch. And then when the TV turns off because of the auto timer, he starts crying.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love Nathan to death. But anywho, I only watched 4 movies this week. Again.
Wow,
Yeah,
so I'm the winner. I get 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
wow.
what do you do? I watched Maria, the Netflix Maria Callas biopic with Angelina Jolie. Angelina, I know. I gave her a little spice. Gave her some
Anya
spice.
Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, she's really good in this. She deserves it. But yeah, it's really good. Then I watched Carry On. Probably every dad's favorite movie on Netflix for the next week or so. Then when finally started knocking off movies on my watch list again, I watched The Night of the Hunter. That movie's fucking incredible. Have you guys seen The Punisher season 2?
Nope.
No, unfortunately, that's on my list. I just haven't gotten around to see it yet.
Basically, like that subplot with the preacher, if you're listening at home and you've watched it, it's like that dumbed down, or like for babies. It's so fucking good, and it's so beautiful to watch too. And then wraps it up with Under the Skin, the Jonathan Glazer, Scarlett Johansson sci-fi movie. Really cool. At points, I had no idea what I was watching, but it was sick.
Very nice.
And I guess, in my defense, I did technically watch 4 Christmases. But it was at Aaron's parents' house when we took Nathan over, and I was in another room. I wasn't really paying attention, so I'm not going to count it, even though I was paying attention.
Fair enough.
I get the gist of the story. There's 4 Christmas parties they have to go to.
Yeah,
it's Vince Vaughn. Like
yeah,
I know
it's
exactly. I know exactly the type of the script that's going to be.
It's literally like Fred Claus, but less nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's like
it's just Vince Vaughn at Christmas time.
It's like the first 10 minutes of Fred Claus, but like the entire movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then I also watched the first 10 minutes of Red One.
Yeah. To be fair, you both had seen it prior to this episode.
Yes.
We had to delay it a little bit.
For someone.
That's me. All right, cool. Well, unless you guys have stuff to talk about, we can jump right on into the Red One review.
Actually, I just thought of something that I thought it was really funny.
Okay.
I want to pull it up because I did tweet about this on our Filmbox account.
Was it the Netflix?
The Netflix Christmas party. They used an AI of Christopher Nolan. Netflix used an AI generated Christopher Nolan voice to announce their accomplishments for their film division at a holiday Christmas party. That's fucking embarrassing as hell.
That's so bad. That's so bad.
Man, we couldn't get Christopher Nolan here, so
for good reason, really. I mean,
he wants nothing to do with you, and you're like,
and why Christopher Nolan? Like, why now? If you were gonna do that, you should have done it last year.
Yeah,
when Oppenheimer won.
Like, it's just
now it's just weird.
You have, I don't know if you guys know this, Netflix has a ton of movies. A lot of good movies too.
I thought you were gonna say a ton of money, in which case also true.
That's debatable. They have a ton of good directors who are on their like payroll. Have one of them do it.
Or here's a novel idea. No one gives a fuck about your holiday party. Just say it yourself. Yeah. Why do you need an AI? Why do you need anyone to come out and talk about the success of? Why? What? Just have the executive be like, hey, we had a great year. We released some really fucking good films. We're going to get nominated for Oscars. Whoop-de-doo. We also released a bunch of trash that maybe made some money. And that's it. We're done. See you later next.
Yeah, that's probably, it's way more embarrassing than like paying Christopher Nolan for like a cameo, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna
And in which
get
case-
sued.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be like, wait a minute, what? They have what? No,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
So you can kiss that film division goodbye.
Yeah, dude, stupid, just stupid.
That was it though.
All right. Well, let's talk about. Speaking of big budget, fucking shit.
Some train wrecks.
Yeah. Let's talk about Red One. All right, are you guys ready?
Yes, I thought you.
Yeah.
I thought you had a. Yeah, there it is.
I did.
Oh, I thought it was-
I was waiting.
I thought you were going to do your rock soundbite.
Oh, wait. I don't have it.
What?
I don't have it, but I do have this. No, it's not playing. Fuck. All right, well, never
Sam,
mind.
you're hosting now.
Gonna make you horny, baby.
Oh.
All of the sounds just played at once.
Sam's the new host. We're done with Aaron.
Wow. All right, I was going to play this one.
Horny, baby.
Yeah, I have Austin Powers on here. All right, let's let's talk about Red One. All right, Red One is a 2024 American Christmas film directed by Jake Kasdan and written by Chris Morgan. If you don't know Jake Kasdan, he has directed films like Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, Bad Teacher, Sex Tape, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Jumanji, The Next Level, and obviously Red One. So just a lot of blah. Just a lot of slop. And Chris Morgan, as a writer, worked a lot in the Fast and Furious franchise. Wrote Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast 6, Furious 7, and Hobbs and Shaw. Also, and Fate of the Furious. Also was responsible for Shazam! Fury of the Gods. So,
Trash.
not real great, my guy.
Trash.
Yeah. And so, all right. So this movie stars Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, Lucy Liu, J.K. Simmons, and Kiernan Shipka, with cinematography by Dan Mindell, known for his work on blockbuster action films like Enemy of the State, Mission Impossible 3, Star Trek Into Darkness, Star Wars The Force Awakens, and Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Ew. And for working with directors like Tony Scott and J.J. Abrams. And then music by Henry Jackman, who is probably the most talented person to work on this movie. He is an English composer, composed music for films like Kong Skull Island, X-Men First Class, Puss in Boots, Monsters vs. Aliens, Captain Phillips, Kick-Ass 1 and 2, Wreck-It Ralph, Turbo, Big Hero 6, Pixels, The Interview, Detective Pikachu, and also the video games Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Disney Infinity 2. I gotta say, Uncharted 4, fantastic soundtrack, so I give him credit for that. This movie was made by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, aka Amazon MGM, and Warner Bros. Pictures distributed internationally, and it was released November 6, 2024, with a runtime of 123 minutes and a budget of $200 to $250 million. How much money did this make at the box office?
Not 200 million. I can tell you that much.
I will say it was closer than I thought.
180.
150.
175.5.
Not too shabby.
Closer than I thought, but not 250 really is what we're going with.
Especially since you have to make double that.
Yes, because the marketing budget is usually like double what your regular budget is, or is some fraction of it. All right, well, yeah. So that's Red One. Sam, do you have some reviews for us?
Yeah. So this is a very interesting movie, both from the critics and the audience. On Rotten Tomatoes, 30% for the tomato meter.
Yeah.
It's rotten.
It's rotten.
Are you looking at the
I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it.
Connor, do you know what the audience gave this movie on Rotten Tomatoes?
Don't look.
Oh God, if it's above like, is it 60?
No.
No.
Gotta go up.
No.
Gotta go up.
Give us a guess.
70? 80? No way. No way.
Why don't you tell us, Sam?
Yes, the audience score with 5,000 plus verified ratings on Rotten Tomatoes is a 90%.
Guys.
9-0.
Guys.
Yep.
Respectfully. What are we doing?
I gotta tell you, I know this movie was slop, and I knew it before I saw it. But I
swear to God, if there's a butt coming in this,
no, I had a coworker that saw this movie and said to me, "Hey, I really liked Red One." I was like, "Oh fuck."
It's just because
just to point out, this is the largest gap of a movie that we have seen so far, at a 60% gap between critics and fans.
I'm baffled. This is like one of the highest audience scores like we've watched.
Exactly.
It is only 2% lower than Young Frankenstein, and it has the exact same audience score as Jaws.
This is gonna be in my. I'm not even gonna say it.
This is his villain origin.
Wait, what's this one? That's a 41 and a 90.
Tommy Boy.
That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy's great.
That's respectable though. I kind of wonder if podcasts existed back then, if people would be talking about it like that too.
Maybe. But all right, well, bring us through some of these reviews.
Yeah, so and then on Google reviews, it's a 4.1 out of 5. So
ridiculous.
Google's on fucking meth.
Hey, actually, when you think about it though, that is a lower score than Rotten Tomatoes when you equate it out.
That's fair.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a 5-star review I'll go over right now. This one says, I am not the biggest fan of Christmas movies, but when one comes along like Red One, I latch onto it and maybe my heart will grow 2 sizes. This was fantastic. The right amount of serious lore, No. Silly over the top performances, and great heartfelt emotional moments that came together perfectly.
What?
I could
movie.
I could watch this movie every year. It got me into the Christmas spirit with an all-out action movie. The film features Marvel Studios level storytelling and special effects.
Derogatory.
Yeah.
Harry Potter level world building.
Huh?
And Mission Impossible suspenseful action sequences.
No. Nope. Nah.
That's
wrong.
That's blasphemous.
And Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
They've made one correct statement so far.
Yes, she gets her own part in that sentence. The real Santa is... Oh, this just goes over what we're going to go over.
The real Santa is the friends we made along the way.
But yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of that review.
Yikes.
22 people found this helpful.
I want to hear more 5 stars because I need to know.
Yeah, please.
What people saw in this.
Also, I guarantee you at least one of those people that marked that as helpful went and watched the movie and said wrong.
They're like, what the
This is wrong. How?
This 5-star says, I have been hanging to see Red One since the first trailer dropped, and it was well worth the wait. In fact, it exceeded all my expectations and then some. It's a fresh take on your standard Christmas movie and a welcome one. A stellar cast and brilliant, quirky story with great scripting are just the beginning. Throw in great action sequences, stunning visual effects, and plot twists you don't see coming, and you have a movie that is pure enjoyment from start to finish. So it seems like the action sequences and the visual effects are the main takeaways from a lot of these 5 stars, which doesn't make any sense. But
yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And then this there's definitely a few 1-star reviews too.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so this one says, if I had to summarize this movie in one sentence, it will be, this blows and not worth watching it.
Yeah, there we go.
This movie literally has every element that activates the dopamine receptors in a 7-year-old brain, like a kid's movie, but is targeted for people who are 13 plus. One. This movie's pace is literally for people who has very little attention span. Like, not even joking, I left the theater room while going to the bathroom. The scene was the characters in a spooky mansion, and when I came back, they were doing that professional slap battle thing. Number 2, the jokes. Just like in the kids' movie, there are plenty of jokes, but here in Red 1, it's 13 plus jokes, but they are very unfunny. When the jokes happened in the theater, about 2 to 3 people chuckled, so very funny, huh?
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, if you really want to if you want to just take your mind off, just watch a different movie. 54 people found this. So yeah, it's a very divided movie. Look at it.
Somehow.
It's just because it has.
I do actually have I was gonna say I have a 5-star, but go ahead, finish.
I have a 1-star that I found that I feel like sums it up too.
It just has Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. That's literally why it made that much money, and why it's getting so well received. And J.K. Simmons, that's just getting well received by the audience. That's literally why.
Yeah. So here's one from 4 days ago. 19 people found this review helpful. It says, this movie, which is panned by critics, is such a pity because this is going on my top 5 favorite Christmas movies, and I'll be sure to watch it over and over again. Scripting is terrific, with a wonderful cast who bring it off absolutely spot on. Okay. Satirical and funny, and I love the cast. I can't remember the last movie I watched that I laughed so much, dude. This guy needs help. It's interspersed with terrific fantasy characters. Near the end, blah, 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 blah. This is not your typical Christmas movie. By far one of the best. Next to the animated Grinch will be my favorite.
That's a wild take.
Yikes.
It's a wild take.
Yikes.
That's
Yikes.
Those are sentences, all right.
I thought this was going to be a cute movie from the previews, but when I got in seat to see it, I found that it was so much more.
Oh, man. See, my 1-star, or this is technically 1.5 star, but it's honestly surprised Ryan Reynolds doesn't have a cameo in this. Seems like the kind of movie he'd show up in.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Yikes. All right. Connor, are you ready to bring us through Red 1? We've shouted it enough without talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Red 1. The movie opens with young Jack O'Malley stealing the keys of his uncle to show his relatives where the family keeps their Christmas presents hidden before the big day. Losing faith in the holiday, his uncle tries to convince him to believe in Santa to no avail. In modern day, adult Jack O'Malley, now a mercenary black hat hacker who claims to be able to find anything in the world, orchestrates a series of shenanigans in order to hack into a satellite for a mysterious buyer. Elsewhere, Callum Drift, commander of ELF, Enforcement, Logistics, and Fortification, head of Santa Claus's security detail, is out with Santa, codename Red One, in the real world at a mall interacting with normal people. Callum requests to retire after one last Christmas run, as he has become disillusioned with increased naughty behavior in the world, exemplified by growth of Santa's naughty list. On Christmas Eve, a Black Ops team breaks into the North Pole complex and kidnaps Santa. Callum notifies director Zoe Harlow about the kidnapping, and her team discovers that this North Pole secret location was compromised by Jack.
The opening scene. We got to talk about this opening scene. Because honestly, has so little to do with the rest of the movie until the very, very end.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess it's like to show that. I mean, it did a good job in making Chris Evans' character seem like a little fucking dickhead, because that's literally what it was. It's like, hey guys, I know where my parents hid their presents, and also Santa Claus isn't real, and we're 8 years old, and so fuck your childhood too.
It's exactly like what I was saying last time with Dear Santa. It's like the best way to tell a story is just drop everything all at once. Like, yeah. This is our one of our main characters, Jack. He says, "Oh, I can find anything in the world." Also, can't find his parents, so that'll come back later.
Oh well. I also this will be a recurring theme throughout this movie, where the vibe, it does not match the subject matter. No. This is a silly ass Christmas movie that's so dumb, with the weirdest, the dumbest concept of Santa Claus apparently works with the government and gets kidnapped, and yet they are treating it as if it is Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
It is. They are so serious, guys. They are so serious about this movie.
Santa got kidnapped.
I don't know why.
Yeah, contrary to that one reviewer, I don't like the world building in this movie.
No,
it was terrible.
Like, Santa is essentially just Jeff Bezos if he was like a president.
Apparently, if he had magic.
Yeah, if he was like a presidential wizard, essentially.
So what I'm hearing is, in this universe, Santa is Jeff Bezos, but if Amazon only delivered once a year and he was magic.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's literally what it is. That's the concept.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We just cramming in all the tropes again. Like, gotta have someone just doesn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
You got the one last gig before I retire.
Of course.
And of course, that one last gig, something bad has to happen.
Yeah. And we even get the line later in the movie, like, I was one day to retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Johnson just does not. This is not it.
He just doesn't
for
have
him.
It.
No.
I'm there. I'm there with him. I'm just saying he just doesn't have it.
Yeah. It's just either that, or he really just does not care about picking roles that will test his abilities. Because once again, he plays nothing else than Dwayne Johnson in a bodyguard's outfit. That's all it is. He's just the same character.
The dumbest looking outfit, too.
Mm-hmm.
Just, what? Little fucking leather suit with a gauntlet on his arm. That just, I hate that in movies. Just having a little doodad that can just do whatever you need it to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I can be super fucking strong if I need to, but also I can make something super small or super big if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
I hate MacGuffins like that.
I know. J.K. Simmons, though, I will say, to give this movie some credit, I love the spin that it takes on Santa, where instead of being big and jolly, he's fucking ripped, and also J.K. Simmons. I love that. I think that's so fun.
I would have loved it if he was more J.K. Simmons and like Whiplash.
Yeah. Do you know why I just threw a chair at your head, Callum?
He's like inspecting something from the elves, and it's like, you know why I did that? You see this box here? I said 13.27 inches. You know how big this is? 13.28 inches.
Are you going to be on my fucking time?
Are you driving the sled or am I?
Oh, that would have been perfect. Honestly, if they had committed to that, that's what I mean, where this movie is so serious for the subject matter. Like, you are sitting on a gold mine of having J.K. Simmons play asshole Santa, and you just don't cash it in. You just don't cash it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to be an asshole. You could make it so that, like, maybe he's fucking great. He's a great guy to be around. He's super fun, except when it comes to the presents in which he turns into J.K. Simmons from Whiplash. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. And they just don't. They're just like, no, we got to be serious, man. We're doing John Wick for kids, for teens, with Santa.
Spider-Man!
Yeah.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man!
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, because the story is establishing itself right off the bat as soon as you meet, like, Callum and Jack. It's like, all right, Jack, he's going to learn, like, the value of being, like, literally a functioning member of society, just being a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And Callum is pretty much just going to learn exactly that, too. Like, oh, people are actually good.
Yeah, he's going to gain his spirit, his Christmas spirit back. Like,
guess what? That's like the plot of like half of Christmas movies.
Yeah. Yep. It's not original.
It's not original, and it's not done in any sort of creative way. Like, oh boy, Santa got kidnapped. Whoop-de-doo.
Again.
Yeah.
I also gotta say, I hate Chris Evans in this movie a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
He's pretty
but
bad.
also it's not even just like him being in it that I hate. He just is really he's bad acting. He does this weird accent through the movie, but he only does it like a quarter of the time and drops it in and out mid conversation. I don't get it. It's really boggles my mind.
He fell off after the MCU, like, hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
crazy.
fine in Knives Out, but he was great in Knives Out, but...
Mm-hmm. But then it's like Ghosted. Terrible. Yeah. What else did he do recently?
Here, let's look at his filmography.
Pain Hustlers last year.
Pain Hustlers was like, he had another terrible accent that he tried to do. And the difference between like him and like Robert Pattinson, who will do like just a bad accent, is that like when Pattinson does it, he full sends it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yeah, I like this.
All right, so since Avengers Endgame, he did Knives Out, which was good.
Great.
Free Guy, he had a cameo.
He
Not
barely
good.
was in it. I don't
Yeah,
count that.
Don't Look Up, he had a cameo.
Don't count
Whatever. He voiced Buzz Lightyear in Lightyear. Not good.
Poopy.
The Gray Man, generic action slop. Ghosted, worse. Pain Hustlers, not good. Deadpool and Wolverine, which, I mean, he was kind of barely in it, but also it was just basically MCU fan service. And then Red One.
Celine's song, Save This Man.
Yeah, what is he in for? Oh, yeah, the Materialists.
Yeah.
It looks like, though, to be fair, he's got some interesting projects coming up. Honey Don't is a detective comedy by Ethan Coen.
Mm-hmm.
That could be good.
But he's going back to the MCU, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, he's going back to the MCU. But then he's got Materialists and then Sacrifice, which is an action-adventure comedy film with Anya Taylor-Joy and Salma Hayek. Could be... maybe. We'll see.
Listen, it just has to be... Just water's got to find its level at some point.
Yeah.
He's too good to be on this bad of a stinker.
Honestly, I don't know if he's good. I really don't.
No, because
at this point,
he has enough good work independent of, like, let me pull it up too.
I mean, I'm looking at
like
it.
Snowpiercer,
He
he's
had
really good in. Knives Out.
Scott Pilgrim, he was fun in. But I mean,
not another teen movie. Hilarious. I will die for that movie. What else? The one that he directed too. What's it called? I loved it.
Before We Go.
Before We Go. That was basically like his take on the like the Before trilogy. If just like you meet a stranger for a night and just kind of go on an adventure with them. Not perfect.
I honestly
but it was interesting.
I want to watch this movie. I actually want to watch this movie. I might go watch it after this podcast.
Yeah, it's
it
like
looks really good.
Don't get your hopes up. Like it's not like on that level, but like it's very, very good. Like he has.
It doesn't
the
have
talent.
to be. Oh, yikes, Connor!
Listen, I know it doesn't have.
It has a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Listen, I'm
with
telling
an
you
average rating of 2.7.
I'm telling you though, it's actually much better than that.
Okay, well, I will give it a try.
Give it a try.
Fair enough. I don't know, man. I don't know if he's got it. I really don't. I mean, until he proves it outside of the MCU, like a movie like Knives Out was was good in it, but also he really didn't have to do much for it.
Yeah,
like he just got to play evil Chris Evans in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Until he really transforms into a role, I don't believe he's got it. I mean, he was Captain
good
America.
Sunshine too. Is it good?
I've never seen Sunshine.
Sci-fi.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Speaking of bad characters in this movie, though, we also meet Lucy Liu here.
Yeah.
Horribly miscast. This character is horribly, and it's nothing against Lucy Liu. I think she's a great actress, great action star. And this is a problem that plagues this whole movie. She is miscast, horribly miscast. This is not a role for her.
Her first scene is horribly acted. Maybe it's horribly written too. It's probably like the most generic like video game cutscene dialogue. Like what? Santa's been kidnapped. Who could have done this? Find out who and catch him.
Yikes.
You have received a quest.
Yeah, basically. Like no actor or actress is gonna make that sound good. But
No.
that was like really bad. To the point where I was like, oh, she's fucking in on it. I was like, there's no way Lucy Liu is just that bad at acting.
No. Yeah. Apparently.
Like even in Shazam 2, she was so much better.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move to the next section.
Okay. Zoe apprehends Jack for questioning. A longtime Santa skeptic, Jack did not know the information he hacked was related to Santa and merely sent it to the buyer anonymously. Zoe offers to double Jack's payment if he helps them find Santa, but places a tracker inside him. Callum reluctantly teams up with Jack to help find Santa by tracking the broker who arranged the deal in Aruba. The broker tells them the kidnapper is the Winter Witch Gorilla. Gorilla becomes aware of their conversation and sends her snowmen to eliminate them. Yeah. Though Callum and Jack defeat them, the broker is iced in the scuffle. Callum suspects that Gorilla might be working with Krampus, Santa's estranged brother, who is also Gorilla's ex-lover, and the one who created the naughty list. Callum and Jack break into Krampus's lair, but are captured. Callum appeals to his Krampus's better nature, trying to help his brother, but Krampus refuses. He reveals that Gorilla came to him to recover the Galaska Fig, a magical imprisoning snow globe. Despite being allowed to leave, Jack stays and persuades Krampus to play, Krampusschlagen with Callum, which is the slap fight game. During which Jack recovers Callum's magic gauntlet and returns it to him, allowing them to escape.
Before we get into the bad, I got another good thing about this movie. Unexpectedly. Agent Garcia, the polar bear guy, that's fucking rad, dude.
Yeah,
that
was
shit,
pretty cool.
He fucks. He's so cool.
I will say, when they did all their character posters, it was so funny. They'd be like, Dwayne Johnson is Callum Drift. Chris Evans is Jack O'Malley. And then they just had Garcia. And I was going to tweet out. I was like, damn, they really got... I was going to tweet out the picture of like, what the hell a polar bear doing in Arlington? Like, they really got a polar bear. No, they obviously there's an actor, but I was just like,
yeah, Ronaldo Faberli. I don't know, man. It's so sick though. I wish Agent Garcia was the main character in this movie. If you just replaced Dwayne Johnson with the giant fucking polar bear, this movie becomes significantly better. Or Chris Evans. Yeah, honestly. This movie just becomes so much better.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's like they had all the pieces were there to at least make this fun.
Yes.
And
they did not.
They just kept grabbing that circle piece and just trying to jam it in the triangle hole.
Yes. But I want to go back to miscastings. Because there's a couple here that now appear. First off, Kiernan Shipka. I love Kiernan Shipka. Not a villain.
No.
It's just she just does not have that vibe. She's too nice. She looks too nice.
She's too nice. She looks way too sweet. Even like when I watch like The Black Coat's Daughter, which is like a very good like psychological horror because it plays off her looking so innocent.
Mm-hmm.
It works there. It doesn't work here because she's supposed to be imposing.
Yeah, right. And she just looks so nice.
She's only 25.
She looks like a sweetheart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which then is like, I get that the character is supposed to be like 6,000 years old or however old. But then it's like, oh yeah, she and Krampus used to date. And I was like, man, that's just a weird.
That's pushing it. That's pushing it.
That's
you know who would have been great in this role? Lucy Liu.
That's why I thought they were working together. I was like, oh. Yeah,
Lucy Liu would have been great. And no. And again, nothing against Kiernan Shipka because she's awesome. I loved Sweethearts, the movie she was just in. I thought that was so fun. There's miscast. And then the moment that made me go, what the fuck are they doing? Is in a very serious role. Nick Kroll is the buyer, apparently. Is this black hat like?
See, this is where Ryan Reynolds would have popped up.
Yeah, it's like why are we getting Nick Kroll to play a mob guy, a mob boss? What? Stupid.
I think only because he could do the voices.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, man,
it's bad.
Dude, this entire Aruba sequence may be the worst thing.
It was,
yeah.
Like I've seen this year, just so ugly.
It was so out of. I feel like it was so out of place. Like,
so
I get
out
it.
Of place.
I get it was like, yeah, he's like on vacation and stuff like that. But still, it was just for some kind of movie like this, it just felt.
It was an excuse for them to just go to Aruba.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you guys want to film in Aruba? And
listen, we got $250 million to spend.
I'll already be there, so if you want to make this movie, come to Aruba. Stupid.
Yeah, no, it's just...
But that CGI on that first fight, the first fight when Dwayne Johnson uses the shrink tech.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and he like beats that guy's ass, and it looks so bad. It looks so bad. Oh, Jesus. It's
just so fucking ugly, man. It's just...
Yeah.
I just don't know why. Why do they make these decisions?
It's weird because I was thinking to myself while I was watching it, I was like, who is this made for? Because it's not made for adults, clearly. But it's not made for kids either. It's too serious of an action. It takes itself too seriously to be a kids movie. It literally feels like it is made for 16 and 17-year-old chuds who think that action is the greatest genre ever. And there's nothing wrong with that inherently. But if you're going to make a movie for that demo, you got to make it good. Or else those people are going to go watch John Wick, or they're going to go watch any of the Marvel movies instead of Red One.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, I don't know if the people just think like action sells or whatever, but it's just like, I guess it does. I guess, but like, it doesn't fit.
And I just remembered something about this movie that I thought was hilarious just now. So I was watching when I was at this Christmas party on Saturday. You know, intermittently throughout the movie, the commercials would come on, and I would see commercials for Red One. And I was like, great, this is gross. And I actually tweeted about this, but the you know how in movie commercials they do pull quotes? They'll have like quotes from reviews that put the movie in a favorable light. They'll throw those in big text on the screen. Well, Red One did that for its streaming debut. Every single pull quote was just from some random Twitter account. It would be like, at I Love Movies 18. It's like, this is the best Christmas movie ever. At I Love Movies 18.
At Aaron Souza, whatever.
Yeah, literally.
Actually, I'm not the biggest fan.
Actually, this movie's pretty bad.
Actually, it's not that bad.
Jesus. I also have in here, I did not... like, even beyond being miscast, the villain, Grilla, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
She's just not a very good villain.
No, I mean...
It's just like, what is your plan? You just want to, like, imprison people on the naughty list because, like, people have been naughty for too long?
Why now?
Huh? Why?
Yeah, it's always just like, I always try to figure it out too, because like I watched Carry On, and it's like cool because in that movie, like Jason Bateman's the villain, and he's just a bad guy, and his motivation is like obviously he's getting paid to be evil, but he's just evil.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't care who's gonna get killed. He's just gonna kill him, and it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like characters like that who are just unambiguously evil. Here, it's like, you're supposed to be that.
Yeah.
But you're not giving me, like, any signs of that. You're not showing me that you are that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you want to imprison people for being naughty. Why? Like, did something happen to you that... I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I could have sworn, like, it was like, oh, she got put on the naughty list and Christmas got ruined. And because I didn't think that she was a witch, even after that they said that she was a witch. I was just like, oh, she's just like a normal person who kidnapped Santa. Probably like some rich chick.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, no, I guess she is actually, like, I guess she's just evil.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well,
whatever. Whatever.
Well,
what did you guys think of the scenes at Krampus's lair?
I mean,
cool.
I like Krampus. I think he's a cool. Like, I wish he could have been like the main villain in this story. That would have been.
Yeah, that would have been cool. A lot cooler.
Better. I think they did. You could definitely tell. Maybe they were running out of money when they made his area, because
why? Because everything's super dark and you can't see shit.
Exactly.
Generic Castle 1.
Yes,
yeah,
it's like
literally.
this one pathway up the stairs, and then this one room, and well, obviously like the cells and stuff, but like then there's just one room. So I don't know.
And I love you talk about tropes. Another trope where Cal looks at Chris Evans and says, "Okay, do not steal anything."
Oh my, yeah.
Because he will know. And then 5 minutes later, the alarm goes off. He's like, "Did you steal something?" And he's like, "No,
No,
yes."
It's like 5 seconds later in the movie, and they're like, "Oh, what's this gold thing you have in your pocket?" And he's like, I could explain. Actually, it's like, dude, come on.
And we're supposed to believe that this guy is a black hat hacker who can find anything in the world, but is dumb enough to just out in the open steal something like that.
Yeah, I gotta see his credentials. Like,
yeah, man.
One set of shenanigans at the start of the movie is not enough for me.
Yeah. And you know what? That's a good point. They introduced him as this black hat hacker who can do anything, find anything.
Anyone.
And he does exactly none of that after the first scene.
There's
no hacking. There's no hacking. There's no sneaking around. The one time that they are supposed to sneak around, he gets caught instantly. Like, I don't know. Like,
wasn't the original like the reason why he was brought on board was because of his hacking skills?
Yes.
Well,
you need to find Santa, and he's like, "Yeah, well, I'll just need to do this," and then they did it, and they're like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the only thing that he did was like say that he keeps like records on all of his buyers, or like he keeps like a wire for all of his buyers.
Yeah,
and that's
he's a smart businessman.
Exactly. Just in case they back out, and he's like, "Okay, well, I know that guy's in Aruba."
Yeah,
that's it. They could have just cut him loose after that.
Yeah.
But Krampus...
Krampus was cool.
Krampus looked... Probably, that was the best looking thing in the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
You could tell that they actually put a lot of effort into his effects.
Yes, and while the slap fight was very childish, I actually kind of liked the Rock'em Sock'em robot escape. I thought that was kind of fun. That was kind of neat.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is like that is like we talk about all the time is like Dwayne Johnson never loses a fight. So as soon as he goes up, you're like, all right, well, he's gonna win.
No, he's gonna win this one.
Which
they'll find a way, and
he kind of cheated though. So,
hey man, gotta fight fair. If you can't fight fair, then fight to win.
Nah, it's like our favorite pirate, Jack Sparrow. There's no rules in a fight to the death.
Yeah. All right, let's move to the next section. This is where we're talking way too much about this.
Yeah. Grilla and her sons keep Santa in a vault that siphons his magic. Say that has never been said before. Knocking him unconscious. Grilla duplicates another sentence that has never been said before, the Glaskafig, and intends to rid the world of every naughty child who has ever been on the naughty list by imprisoning them forever. She tests the snow globes on Jack and his estranged son Dylan. She sends them each one that imprisons them and returns them to her lair. Jack and Dylan, inside their snow globes next to each other, have a heartfelt conversations, in such making them nicer, which causes the snow globes to break and setting them free. Zoe and Callum find Jack at the North Pole complex after using the tracker inside him. Callback. They realize that Grilla and her team and Santa had never left the North Pole. They also learned that Grilla's team of shapeshifters have taken over the complex. They go to the North Pole and free the imprisoned Mrs. Claus and other security staff. In Santa's workshop, they find Jack and Dylan and the toy duplicating equipment that Grilla used to mass produce the snow globes. Do you want to just go to the end?
Sure, why not?
Because the North Pole equipment relies on Santa's powers, Grilla prepares to leave with an unconscious Santa, using his sleigh to distribute the snow globes. A fight ensues and Grilla is stopped by Callum and Jack, with an assist from Krampus, who arrives to help. Santa recovers, defeats Grilla, and seals her inside one of her snow globes. Santa acknowledges Krampus while Grilla is taken into Zoe's custody. Everyone rapidly prepares for Christmas Eve's run. Santa invites Jack and Dylan to accompany him, which they accept, And during the successful run, Callum watches Jack regain his wonder, building a relationship with Dylan, which convinces him not to retire. The end.
Saw that coming.
Yeah. So why the fuck did they include this storyline with Jack O'Malley's kid?
Because don't you remember his dad isn't in the picture, so he's got to be a deadbeat dad so that he can have a moment where he realizes that he has to be a functioning member of society and be like, oh, I kind of fucked up with this kid. I got to be a good person for once.
You know what I heard when you said that? just fucking vomit.
Yeah. Again, this was established in the first 5 fucking minutes of the movie.
And also, who cares? You don't need, just make Jack an asshole. Who cares?
Listen, he was obviously going to understand the true meaning of Christmas at some point.
Yeah, you could have done that with just making... You set up him in the first scene.
Accomplish the same thing.
You literally set up the first scene with him being like, I do not believe in Santa Claus, and Christmas isn't real. And then... That's your story. You don't need to make him have this whole moment with a child. There's literally 2 scenes with this kid. Mm-hmm. In the whole movie, there's 3 scenes with this kid. Who cares? Who cares?
And literally, the whole point of the opening scene was he doesn't believe in Santa from a logistics standpoint. He's like, yeah, Santa can't make it to our house in one night and then hit every other house. All he has to do is just see Santa one time and be like, ah, shit, he's real.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, wow. Okay. I also didn't like. I think one of the reasons I didn't connect to the villain, to Grilla, as much is for a very similar reason. In that, prior to that final fight scene, there's literally 4 scenes with Grilla in it. And she's barely in this movie, so it's barely a good. And she's not even a memorable villain. You could have Krampus in the movie and be the villain, which I think, Sam, your idea is amazing, to have Krampus be the villain. And that would be so much better. And he only had the one big scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not memorable. Not good.
Because it never feels like a threat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, she wants to imprison all the naughty people in the world. It's like,
It's like, oh, you say her name and she knows that you said her name. That's the biggest
she
thing.
can send snowmen after you. Ooh. Let me just pluck his little nose off.
I didn't mind though the twist of Santa being in the North Pole the whole time. I didn't mind that. I thought it was kind of a fun twist.
I did not see that coming, so
I didn't mind it up until the whole shapeshifters part.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
I would have liked it if it was there was a mole. It was an inside job type.
That would have been cool.
Or Lucy's Lou's character was actually.
And I say this as someone who thought that was the point, and I was disappointed that it wasn't. But I think it just would have been cooler if would have made for a more interesting story if you have this whole kind of Secret Service protecting Santa, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh shit, Garcia is actually the one who kidnapped Santa.
Yeah, right.
It's
it would have made it more believable in because as it stands now, this Secret Service bodyguard service that Santa has sucks at their job.
They all just get fucking locked in a closet.
This is presumably the first time in hundreds of years that anyone has tried to do anything against Santa, and immediately they fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just it would make so much more sense if someone on the inside knew these are our weak points, here's how we can attack it. It could have been Mrs. Claus, that whole because that was the thing that tipped it off, it was like a scene. Mrs. Claus was like eating cookies or whatever, or baking cookies, and that's how Callum knew like something's not right. She's baking the wrong cookies.
Yeah, he doesn't like macaroons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And instead of just being like, oh, Mrs. Claus was the one who got Santa kidnapped, it's like, no, it's actually shapeshifters. And I was like, oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Shapeshifters are so fucking boring.
I know, it is boring. Although I would have, if it was just they had one shapeshifter who like captured Mrs. Claus and disguise, and that's how they got in, that would have been interesting. Even that would have been more interesting than just like the whole team is shapeshifters. And yeah, we didn't see it happen, but they took over. Like if we had actually seen the one person like take over as Mrs. Claus, that would have been more interesting.
It's kind of like the Kung Fu Panda 4 review we did way back when this year. It feels like fucking forever, but
I know.
Like that whole villains thing where she could shapeshift, but like she never did it in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
So it's like, what was the point?
Yeah. I was gonna say too, a complete waste of J.K. Simmons by the end of this movie.
Oh yeah.
He's in the beginning and then he gets captured. He's unconscious for an hour and a half, and then he comes back in the last 5 minutes. It's you're again sitting on a gold mine of this character. It would have been a lot cooler if he was actually, around.
Let him do something while he's kidnapped.
Yeah. He's just unconscious. Like, even just, let him do something. Or maybe, like, an hour and a half in, they find out that he's in the North Pole and they do this daring escape. And then you have, like, a whole escape scene with J.K. Simmons showing off his skills. Instead, at the very end, you get... he comes awake after being unconscious and he calls his reindeer, and that's the end of the fucking fight, which is like, by the way, 5 minutes long, that final fight.
Yeah.
With probably the funniest moment, I gotta say, the funniest moment of this whole movie is Krampus coming in like a bat out of hell. Like, don't worry, I'm gonna save the day. And it gets his fucking ass whooped immediately.
I think that, and there's a line too, when Jack and his kid Dylan are escaped from, like, get out of their snow globes, and Zoe is just like, hey kid, welcome to the North Pole, and he's just like, huh?
He's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was like, did this kid know they were recording? That was like the most genuine reaction ever.
What?
Like, we're in LA.
Yeah. We're in some seedy back room in LA.
What are you talking about? Lucy, what are you talking about?
Oh, God.
No, but yeah, the ending fight, super anticlimactic. Besides that,
they literally
that fun moment.
Yeah, they just kick his ass, kick her ass, and then it's over. But I will say the ending of them delivering the presents and seeing CGI J.K. Simmons do all those fucking flips, and like, because they say in the beginning he's like, obviously in the beginning his like Santa Claus's home is basically a gym. Like, he's working out, he's pumping iron, and he's like, yeah, well, you burn 43 million calories on Christmas Eve. And then they have this montage of him doing so much extra work, flipping on houses and running at full speed. It's just funny. I didn't mind that. But the rest of it,
I was going to bring up, like, the ending sequence wasn't terrible. I kind of seen it was all right.
Yeah, I liked it. All right. Anything else anyone wants to bring up?
I don't think so.
All right. Let's do our scores. All right. So at the end of reviews, we do 4 scores. We've got acting, story and script, audio and visuals, and our overall enjoyment score. So we'll start off with the acting score. Connor, why don't you kick us off with that?
For acting, this is tough. I'm probably just gonna stick with my gut. I'll give it a 1.5. It's not great. It is really not great. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, Chris Evans makes like a total of like 4 faces in this entire movie. But again, with like all bad movies, half of bad acting can be attributed to just a terrible script.
Mm-hmm.
But they just do themselves no favor. The Rock is just The Rock again. Like, you can call him whatever you want. It's just The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But there are fun characters. Like, Garcia's cool, even though, I mean, we'll get to it with the writing, but yeah, I mean, acting's pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave the acting a 2 out of 5. I thought for the most part it was just fine, average. But the thing that really just pissed me off the most was Chris Evans' stupid accent that he only did for like a quarter of the movie, interspersed throughout the entire thing. So it's like one scene he would be talking in normal accent, and then the next scene he'd be like have this weird stupid accent in. It sucked. I just didn't think he did well, and it dropped it down a little bit for me. So 2 out of 5.
All right, and I'm right there with Connor. I gave it a 1.5 out of 5. Pretty much there's 3 people that stood out to me, and it was J.K. Simmons, Christopher Hivju, the guy that played Krampus, and then Wesley Kimmel, the guy that played Dylan, Chris Evans' son.
Okay.
I think they did fine a job. The other ones, everybody else wasn't. I mean, most of them were forgettable, and I just didn't feel connected to any of them. So,
yeah, they got a paycheck.
I think that's the worst thing about this. It's not like it's like these are like great actors.
Oh yeah,
who are just phoning it in.
I wouldn't say great, but
they
are highly paid actors.
Yeah, these are like these are the ones that they are going to put on, like, if they had a newspaper, these are front page actors.
Yes. Someone made $50 million on their performance here, and it's just sad.
Yeah.
Anyways, our next category is the story/script, and I will kick it off here. For me, I liked the concept of the movie, where it was a Santa Claus that gets captured and his team has to get him back. I think that's fun. And initially, I was going to give it a 2 out of 5 on that merit, even though the script is pretty poor. But as we sat here and reviewed this movie in depth, I think we, talking in an hour and 12 minutes, came up with better sequences of this movie than they did making this movie.
I literally had the exact same thoughts.
Yep.
So I think it has to bump it down a little bit. I'm actually going to drop it to a 1 out of 5 on that.
Do we do a bonus pod fixing Red 1?
Yes, let's do it. Oh my God, please.
Oh man, that'll be fun.
Yes, let's do a YouTube video for it. Fixing Red 1, the disaster class. All right, Sam, why don't you go next?
I had the same thought as you, Aaron. But I managed to bump it up to a 1.5. I actually kind of enjoyed this twist on how they perceived Santa. So not the typical fat man in the red suit, but like it's like a different kind of like twist on that, and it kind of like makes sense because like they explain it and how he has to go to all these houses, like he burns 43 million calories or whatever it was, so he has to stay in shape, kind of thing like that. So I kind of enjoyed that, but again, like all of us we came up with a better plot than this. So I give it a 1.5 out of 5.
All right, Connor.
Yeah, now 1 out of 5 because I've literally just been stewing here. Like we've made such a great like even if we want to make it a full comedy, we've made it a better comedy. If we want to make a better action movie, we've made a better action, like a spy thriller. We've made a better one. There's just so many instances of like super cringy dialogue, like a level 4 naughty lister. The second I heard that and they said it seriously, I was gonna turn my laptop off. I was gonna be like, no, I'm not dealing with this. Like again, like the concept, sure, it's fine. Like Santa gets kidnapped and they gotta try to find him, but like you guys said, we can make a better one, and yeah, there's just they just didn't know what they wanted to do. And it really, really showed. So I gave it a 1 out of 5.
All right. And then audio and visual, Sam, why don't you kick us off with that?
Yeah. So for me, actually, this is probably the strongest out of the 3 tiers we do. I didn't mind it as much. I know, obviously, some of the CGI was not great at all. But I didn't mind the visuals and the audio, especially for the North Pole. I think they perceived the North Pole in a pretty okay way. How it's kind of like obviously hidden. And it was this big town.
It was Wakanda style. All I could think about was it was Wakanda.
It felt like Gotham City.
Almost, yeah.
Like Burton style.
Audio, I mean, I don't really have much to say about that. Like, soundtrack was fine, like, but yeah, I give it a 2 out of 5.
All right, Connor, what about you?
I'm looking up the Red One soundtrack now, actually.
All right, I will go then. Yeah, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5. I feel like it was immemorable. It was just totally average. There was CGI that was bad, but it wasn't totally offensive throughout the movie. We didn't get any moments like the Dear Santa cat from last week.
The Duncan cat.
Yeah, where it was just totally horrendous. And the Krampus scenes, I mean, his design was good, and there were some interesting elements to it. So 2.5, it was just totally baseline for me. Like if you had to ask me what the most average looking and feeling movie is, I'd probably say something like this. So, all right, Connor.
Yeah, I'm definitely lower. I mean, the soundtrack has nothing memorable. It's just Christmas songs. It's whatever. I'm still lower on it. I'm at a 1.5. I hated the Aruba scene. Like,
yeah, it was bad.
That was offensive to me. I took personal offense to it. Just everything about it just looked terrible.
Just snowman coming out of like the
truck.
Show. Yeah. I personally didn't really like how the Gotham City, the North Pole looked. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I like Garcia looked cool because he's just a giant fucking polar bear. And Krampus,
he was sick.
Krampus probably is the saving grace. Garcia and Krampus gave it that half boost, but like Callum and Jack are like the least inspired looking characters. No one like looks good in this movie besides those two in my mind. So 1.5, and yeah, audio, nothing special.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to bring us to our final score, which is the most important score for this review. It is our overall enjoyment score. Connor, you kick us off. What is your final score for Red 1?
Initially, I gave this movie a 1.5. And I was fine just like setting it and forgetting it. And then we talked about it. And it reinvigorated that I just do not like this movie. I finding out that this movie has a 90% like popcorn meter, I gotta reevaluate my life choices. Like these people live in the world with me.
Hey, it feels like maybe it would be easier to just live amongst those people and just be able to watch something like this. Like, yeah, that was good, and then never think about it again.
These are the people who fought my review of Atlas, saying,
Yes,
this is actually cinema.
Yes.
No, so I'm at a 1 out of 5. This is
All right.
one of the worst movies of the year for me. And unlike those reviews we heard earlier, not gonna watch this movie again. I tried to watch 10 minutes of it just to understand again what happened. No, that's 10 minutes too much. I'm good. I'm fine. So 1. Just beating out Dear Santa.
Just barely. Yeah, I gave it a 1.5. I mean, it's not good. God, it's not good. This movie sucks. And it sucks in a way that
It sucks.
It's offensive that they think that they take themselves too seriously. This is a silly concept that should have been a silly Christmas movie, and yet it is super duper serious, and they want you to think of it as the next Mission Impossible movie. And it's not. And we sat here, the 3 of us idiots, on a podcast call and came up with a better movie on the spot without even trying. So I think that kind of sums it up.
Mission Impossible.
Yes. So I gave it a 1.5.
Not gonna do
Right.
1.676.
Nope. 1.5.
Yeah, I don't care for this movie at all. It was boring, and I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans making these kind of movies, and it's just, and then actors like J.K. Simmons and everybody just wasted potential. So I also gave it a 1.5. So
All right. Well, that is going to bring our average score to a 1.33, which places this in the, what is that? The 36th position of all the movies. It's bottom 5. It's bottom 4, really. Of all the movies that we have done on this list, just below Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake, not the original, and just above, by a hair, Fred Claus. So
If
I just want to point out,
score for Fred Claus, it probably would have been above it.
I need to change my score for Fred Claus too, I think.
2 stars.
Yikes!
Yeah.
No. I just gotta say, on our bottom 5, 3 of them are Christmas movies, and 1 of them is Madam Web. So
Were we too hard on Madam Web? Find out next time.
Oh my god!
Find out next time when we review Kraven the Hunter.
Oh god, we should do a Craven review. All right, well that's gonna do it for. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. If you like this episode, leave a rating, subscribe, follow us on your favorite podcast platform. It really means a lot, helps us out, lets us know we're doing a good job. You can follow us online. All of our socials are linked in the show notes below. We're on TikTok, we're on Blue Sky and Twitter, we're on all the places. And also follow us on Letterboxd. You can see what we're watching, when we're watching. We watch movies all the time. You can see what it is that we think about the things that we're watching. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're red one. You never know. And also go to our website, firstpicturehouse.com, for reviews. And you can also keep up to date on our podcast there too if you want. So support us there, join our mailing list. But yeah, no, we do all that kind of stuff there. And it's a great time. Connor, do you have movies?
Yep. I got 4 movies, so gents, pick a number 1 through 4.
5. No,
1.
3. 3.
1.
1 for red one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching The Insider and The Sting.
Okay, I don't know either of those movies, but if you do, stay tuned for the next episode, and we will see you next time.
Later, skaters.
See ya.